Okay, everybody, let's continue with our lesson now. Remember, Matt and Erica went to Costa Rica and they found a piece of land in a rainforest that was near the Pacific Ocean. But the only problem that they faced was that it was going to be too expensive for them to afford it. Afford here just means to have enough money to buy something. For example, I certainly would like to have a Rolex watch, but I can't afford it. It's too expensive.
Yeah, that's a really expensive watch. Well, one night, Erica came up with the idea of building a tree house. It's kind of funny because when I was growing up, a tree house was just for kids. So I can't imagine an adult coming up with this idea. When you come up with an idea, it just means you think of it. Or you could also say, an idea occurred to me that I should do this. Or maybe an idea pops into your head. You can use all of those phrases. It just means it suddenly comes into your mind. You think of it and you think, wow, that's a great idea. She thought, let's try building a tree house.
Right, so she came up with this idea and she hoped that others or other people would share their dream of living like the Ewoks from Star Wars. We have to turn the clock back quite a few years there to talk about that. It was the third Star Wars movie.
It was the Return of the Jedi.
Right, and in that movie, of course, were these cute little characters. They looked kind of like koala bears.
They were very small, very short.
Right, and they were very furry, and they lived in the trees. And of course, if you live in trees, you're probably going to live in tree houses.
Yeah, and she wanted others to share her dream of living in tree houses. When you share a dream with someone, it just means you think the same way they do. This would be a great idea. Well, today the development is starting to take shape. When you talk about a development, you're talking about something that's continuing to improve or progress. So they've just started. It's not complete. It's in the stages of development, and it's starting to take shape. To take shape means it's starting to get a clear form, starting to develop so you can see what it's eventually going to look like. An idea can take shape, or maybe you have a project that's starting to take shape and you're almost finished perhaps. Take shape here is our shortcut for you. Let's take a closer look.
Shortcut for you.
Do you know what you're doing this weekend?
Not yet, but my plans are starting to take shape.
What do you mean by that?
If something takes shape, that means it's starting to form.
Oh, I see. So it means 逐渐成型的意思.
You got it. Say, did you finish your report?
No, I'm waiting for my ideas to take shape.
Well, you'd better hurry up.
I don't want to rush, or else my ideas will never take shape.
But it's due tomorrow. If your ideas don't take shape soon, you'll get an F.
So again, today the development is starting to take shape, and the Hogans are inviting others to join them in living an environmentally friendly lifestyle in the rainforest. So they want other people there with them to live in these tree houses. It will give them an environmentally friendly lifestyle. Environmentally friendly means it's good for the environment. It doesn't harm the environment. Like a bus, for example, because it pollutes the air. That's not very environmentally friendly, is it?
No, a bicycle, of course, is better for the environment. Now, lifestyle is one of our vocabulary words. It just means the way a person lives, including their job and their friends, and maybe the kind of things that they own, the activities they enjoy participating in. All of those things make up your type of lifestyle. Everybody has a slightly different type of lifestyle. So they want others to join them in living in this sort of green lifestyle. Sounds like a fun idea.
It does sound like a fun idea, but it might be kind of primitive, but we'll continue talking about that in our next program. Right now, it's time to listen to our Chinese